Welcome to Just Minding My Business Radio, where we are moving at the speed of God, learning what we didn't know we didn't know. I'm your host, Ida Crawford.
And I'm your co-host, Ruth Haskins.
So grab a pen and paper and get ready for information that you can use.
Welcome to Just Minding My Business Media with your host,
Ida Crawford.
And myself, Ruth Haskins, your co-host. We hope you have enjoyed your day and are ready for news and views you can use. Today we have coming to the mic, Janetta Olaseni, for whom, throughout her diverse life experience, the common themes have been a dedication to service and a passion for success. Janetta believes total prosperity is the ability to use God's ability and power to meet any need in any realm of mankind's existence, be it spirit, soul, body, financially, and socially. Today, through P.O.P, Prosper on Purpose LLC, Janetta's mission is to promote total wellness so that individuals and families can maximize their quality of life. Welcome, Janetta, to Just Minding My Business.
Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, ladies. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. So, what is P.O.P? I like that.
Well, P.O.P actually is a wellness company that I started a couple of years ago due to a serious illness that I received back in 2013 is when I first got diagnosed. And I was diagnosed with breast cancer while running and maintaining another company. And basically, I just felt like my heart was grieving towards people who were not intentionally ready when things like that hit them, because actually that was a very rude interruption that came into my life. And so basically prosper means just to do better on purpose, and you do it intentionally. And actually I teach people strategies and ways to just do that, spirit, mind, and body. Yep.
Wow. I like that because, with everything that's going on right now, health should be at the top of everybody's brain in terms of, eating better, and really taking care of not only your body, but your mind, the whole being. So I really like the idea that what you said, being intentional.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, that's one of the things, we're so busy moving and going and doing, we don't really pay attention to what we're eating, what we're doing, we're just moving. And now that we're on lockdown, I think it's important that we talk about, taking better care of the body.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, with that being said, what are some of the things that P.O.P offers its clients?
Well, right now, actually, let me just go back a little bit. We used to do a lot of wellness parties, and it's ironic that now that we're in this situation, a lot of my clients were fully prepared for what's going on right now, because I do a lot of teaching, and the teaching and training that I do, I'm a nurse, I'm a board certified holistic nurse, actually. Been a nurse almost 20 years now. And basically with this new knowledge I have toward the holistic space and the natural health space, I mean, literally we went through almost every body system over a year prior to this happening. I mean, we went through kidney disease, we went through immunity, we went through gut health. And so basically that is my focus. My focus is more so on things that could actually help you to prevent diseases, because I honestly believe that prevention is cure. I believe, I've heard different quotes saying that an ounce of prevention is cure. But I believe if you never even had to face what I did, I mean, it's just so much better for you. And so basically that's what I do. I do a lot of teaching and training, because that's really missing in that natural health space, is to teach people to do better. I mean, because like Maya Angelou said, if you know better, you'll do better. And so knowledge is just not enough though. So when you apply that knowledge, that's when you have wisdom to live this thing out. And basically, that's what we do. We do a whole bunch of teaching. I do a lot of teaching and training with my clients. I'm actually having a membership program that's going to launch here in July. And with the COVID and everything happening, it made me move everything from my office that I was doing like local wellness parties and stuff for the community. And I actually was doing a lot of teaching that way. I'm actually now going to have live on demand teaching inside a portal. I'm also going to have recipes there. Healthy recipes will be there. I'm going to have live on demand exercises, all kinds of stuff we got planned in that Pop Total Wellness Circle. So I'm really excited about that.
Oh, that sounds like fun, actually.
Yeah.
When do you plan to launch that?
That's going to be launched in July.
In July. Okay, we'll look forward to that, and please keep us informed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So when you say your clients were ready, so now that we're in the COVID-19 space, what kind of feedback are you getting from your clients?
Oh my goodness. We have, because we meet, I still meet with them like a group of them. I do like group coaching once a week with them. And about 2 weeks ago, I mean, the whole call just started off with tears. And I was just like, what's going on? And it was just like, we just thank God. We just thank God that we was just prepared. Like, and so many people lost their lives to this horrible disease, and their immune system they already knew what to do. I mean, they know about loose teas, they know what herbs to take, they knew how to make tinctures. I taught them everything. They pretty much knew about gut health. They knew when that thing hit what they needed to do, what they needed to mix. And whatever they left out, they was texting me, hey, did I do this right? Or can I do it like this? And so basically they just was prepared, and they just felt a real sense of peace and balance that it provided for them. And basically they was telling God, thank you for thinking of me. Like you thought of us enough to prepare us with POP. And so basically they just was prepared. I mean, they was really, truly prepared. Every week we met in our office, and every week it was some sort of teaching or lesson or training that they received, plus a demonstration on how to walk that thing out. And that's really important.
Demonstrating it so that they could actually see how to put things together. Could you talk a little bit about, without giving away your program, of course, about some of the herbs and whatnot that you really suggested for them?
Some of my favorite herbs, huh? Well, of course, turmeric is on top of the list. Everybody knows about this turmeric. I mean, people are going crazy about it. And I just love the fact that the curcumin that's inside of that turmeric is very powerful, especially when it comes to inflammation, when it comes to pain or anything like that. Ginger, of course, I'm doing all the common ones first. Ginger, of course, is another powerful one. And we make concoctions. Like I have a decoction recipe with garlic, lemon, whole lemon, ginger, and also a little bit of cayenne pepper, and you put that in. And so basically that's one of them. I love a mucus blend that I have that can bust up some mucus that has oregano in it, mullein leaf, cayenne pepper, and I add some turmeric and ginger in that as well. But those are probably my favorite ones. Schisandra berry is another one that I love. It's very high antioxidant. Cola nut is another one. I'm into herbs, so like I could go on and on and on. But those are some of the things. You know about Dr. Sebi. He's always talking about sea moss. So I definitely have that in a blend. And so basically my main focus though is immunity and gut health, because in the gut there are so many neurotransmitters that are actually supposed to be connecting with our brain, and brain health is a really big thing right now because of focus, concentration. If you are not able to send proper signals from your gut to your brain, you're in trouble, because what happens is you don't really know what to do. And that's where depression hits. That's where your lack of motivation comes. That's where your lack of concentration to even be able to make the right decisions come from. And so basically that is my focus, to decrease. You can't get rid of all the free radicals and all the stuff that's happening, but with antioxidant support, herbal tinctures and remedies that we come up with to actually help to support the body, to keep the body in balance. And that's really just key to be in balance.
Yeah. I'm loving what I'm hearing.
Question for you, because there are many people who are listening and thinking that I don't have this knowledge, I don't have this information, I've heard of it. What is your suggestion for people to be able to get that type of knowledge? They're not going to be able to do it in depth, but enough for them to take care of their health in this current situation. Is there a prescribed, so to speak, path that you could put out there for them?
Join my Pop Total Wellness Club.
There you go. That's the basic answer, folks.
go to poptotalwellness.com and get on the waiting list. Seriously, get on the waiting list. That Let me tell you something. I have been ordained by God, and I honestly believe that He allowed me to stay here for that time. I mean, I almost died twice with this with breast cancer, and let me tell you something. It hit like a ton of bricks while I'm trying to build a life. I was so busy trying to build a life, and that's one of my main callings is to professional women and nurses, because I know how it is to have compassion fatigue. I know how it is to be burnt out. I mean, literally just going, trying to build something. We had 2 locations out. We owned a home health company, and we made a lot of money in it. But guess what? At the end of the day, money is not everything when it comes to your peace, man. And health is not only the wealth, it's the new wealth. I mean,
yes, Lord.
If you are not healthy, you're not able to spend a dime that you have, beloved. And so my gifting, my calling is that my pain is now people's power, because I went through a lot, I went through a lot. I had to go through chemo. I went through radiation, all to lead me up to meet my naturopathic doctor. And when everything just changed, I ended up finding out I had so much inside of me, ladies, that was like bitterness, resentment, unforgiveness, these things that cause some of these things with breast cancer that we don't even realize. And so, again, my pain, former pain, is now your power. And I say, go to poptotalwellness.com and get on my list. I mean, there's many voices out there. So basically, I just choose to be the voice of whoever listens to me. And if I resonate with you, go do that.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Wow. I find many people are discovering that their own personal experience has benefit for other people. And that is one of the benefits that's coming out of this time. Even though at first everybody was all hysterical about, oh, this is horrible, horrible. A lot of people are looking at it as, oh, well, this is my opportunity to find my calling and then to put it out there. And the world doesn't have to know about, the individual, but as long as you're doing, as long as you're giving, as long as you're putting it out there, those who need you will gravitate towards you.
Amen.
I think that's an important part of what you just said, and the fact that the pain that you experienced is now power for other people if they are willing to, like you said, if they vibe to you, you'll be the voice that they listen to. And I can see that you have a lot to offer. So more power to you.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Absolutely. And I think it's through all of our stories that we heal other people.
That's so good and true.
Because you're talking firsthand from what you went through. And you're a nurse, number one, so you've got the credibility there. You've been in that arena for over 20 years. And let me just ask you, what made you move from Western medicine to holistic?
Okay, don't get me in trouble, but no, let me think. Because I have some strong opinions to allopathy right now, but there is a place for it. So I must say that, I have plenty of doctor friends. Actually, I'm in school. I didn't tell you this, but I'm in school right now to be a naturopathic doctor. I actually graduated in September.
Well, and so basically, congratulations.
Thank you. And so I actually was enrolled in a nurse practitioner program and dropped out because of the reason I'm about to tell you right now. And so while I was in school and I was in an MP program, we call it MP, and basically I was turning these papers and we're writing about the magnet hospitals versus regular hospitals and this and that. And I'm like, I started scratching my head and I told my husband, I'm like, what is this doing to really help people? I gotta I really want to help people learn how to put the right materials in their body. So now the body can do what God put the body on the earth to be able to do. I don't want to just be in the side of it to where I'm managing disease or I'm helping people manage whatever it is. No, no, no. We want to prevent it. And if there's a malfunction happening, then we want to give you stuff naturally that can support your body to kick in gear and to do what it's called to do. And so basically, that was the reason why I switched, because I dropped out of that program and found me a naturopathic doctor program and got enrolled in that. And because I was already RN for so long, they actually let me speed through some stuff. So I'm on a fast track, and I'll be done in September. And I'm just thankful for that, another certification and another credibility and another just knowledge base that the Lord has allowed me to enter into. And I will not turn back. I'm wellness. I am wellness. I just, that world is fine. And you have to have people for that, especially for surgeries. You got to have them for surgeries. You got to have them for chronic illnesses. But I want to get us before we get there. Can I say one thing too? Please. My vision is this. My vision is that we can move from the healing line in churches to the wellness line. That's my vision. That's actually what I see in the spirit. Like, I see us being empowered, that we don't always have to be waiting for somebody to pray for us to get well. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So I want us to stay well. I don't know if you know, but to wake up without feeling not 1 ounce of pain in my body every day, when somebody used to have to bathe me, is like, I get speechless when I think about it. I mean, literally, I had to have my CNA bathe me. She had to come over to my house and bathe me every day when I was so sick. No, every day now I'm waking up without pain. I'm able to walk out there and play with my kids. Oh, I'm gonna stay on the wellness side, and because I want people to experience what I've experienced.
Okay, very good. And I think that is, like you said, allopathic medicine has its place. You're in an automobile accident. Yeah, you want emergency care right there and then.
Yep.
Blood stopped, all the rest of that. But rather than be so sick, why not, like you said, catch it in advance, build up your body. Mm-hmm. And I think what you say too is so important, and which many people I think are beginning to understand, is that the body is a naturally healing mechanism, but we have to support that mechanism. Mm-hmm. And the way that we eat and even the lifestyle that we lead is counterproductive. In fact, this COVID-19, even though it is taking the lives of many people, and many people are getting very sick from it, one of the benefits, again, is that it's made us all slow down. Mm-hmm. So many of us are getting more rest. We're beginning to think more about what we eat. We're not as inclined to run out to McDonald's or wherever else to get our food. We want to know that we're preparing it. We want to know the hands that prepare it as much as possible. So it's like there keep coming all these little benefits from this situation. And then when you come on and you actually have the information that people can use to kind of solidify what they may be feeling about what they want to do, that's powerful. So to prosper on purpose, that is where people are going. And I think you're just so much in the right place to bring people into that, to say prosper on purpose, not by accident, not because some ad you saw someplace. Come on in here with me and prosper on purpose.
Yeah,
I love it, Ruth. You need to be on my website. Say that part. That was a good plug. Thank you.
Yes, prosper on purpose. And that's deep. That's like, you really have to be conscious and intentional, for sure, and ready to make the change.
That's it. Those are my ideal clients. That I love a yes or a no. The ones in the middle, like, okay, look.
Yeah, you don't really have time for them. It's like, okay, make up your mind, then come back.
Right.
I like a yes woman and a no woman, but or maybe, and I don't know, pretty sure, not sure. No, let's wait. Let's pray for you and wait.
Yes, yeah.
You'll wake up. Eventually, you'll wake up.
So, how do people get in touch with you? How do people become involved?
Well, again, I would say the best thing to do is to go to P.O.P. totalwellness.com. There is a space to contact me there, or they can do Janetta at toptotalwellness.com. That also will send me an email. But yeah, I feel like I'm pushing people now to that website now because it's just now really trying to pick up and with this membership circle. And so I really probably would want them to either do that or Facebook, Prosperous Avenue, or even my personal page, Janetta Olaseni.
Okay. Okay. Before we wrap, what's the final word you have for our audience?
Well, audience, these are two things that I always teach my clients that you want to do. You want to increase your nutrients and decrease your toxins. There's 4 ways that toxins enter the body, and you have to know this. You have to remember this, okay? Write this down. Number 1, inhale it in the air. That's how toxins enter. Number 2, what you ingest, what you eat. That's how toxins enter. Number 3, what you absorb in your body and your skin, which only takes 26 seconds to get in your bloodstream. That's how they enter. And then injection. And so if you was injected or either, some drug use or whatever, that's how another way toxins will enter. Those are the ways that you have got to decide what gates of protection you are going to put up in all those ways. Another thing, we're wearing masks now. So as a nurse, I'm going to tell you this. A lot of times when you come back, you need to make sure that you're doing some deep breathing exercises. I think I have a blog post on my page for that to teach you how to do 4-7-8 deep breathing, because you actually do not want to have what we call a carbon dioxide brain, because you're breathing in the toxins and everything right back with your mask. You got to be able to get back to the health foundations and do you some deep breathing. And so I want to just leave you with that and just let you know that prevention is cure. And when you know better, you can do better. Contact me on poptotalwellness.com and let's get your journey started today. Let's not delay. Let's not put it off. We already, like my sisters already said, people have already seen what's happening. But I want you guys to be prepared. And I never, ever, ever want you to be like I was. I want you to be healthy and well, totally, spirit, mind, and body, in alignment with your assignment and just ready to what? Pop. Yes.
All right.
Wow, we just love it.
Oh, thank you so much for being with us.
Absolutely. You have been a breath of fresh air.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Word on the street says there's something new at Just Minding My Business Media. You've heard our podcast, Just Minding My Business Radio, that brings news and views you can use. That airs every Thursday at 6 p.m. on iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, and Spreaker. Well, now you can watch Just Minding My Business. That's right, Just Minding My Business Media now has a TV presence on Raven International TV Network, broadcast on Roku, Fire, and Apple TV. Your business, through Just Minding My Business Media, has exposure on internet radio, major social media platforms, and now TV, through Just Minding My Business dynamic digital marketing platform. Don't listen to the word on the street. Hear it for yourself. Visit jmb.assistercircle.org to learn how you can take your business, your vision, to the next level. Thank you to the amazing women of A Sister Circle Empowerment Network, ASCEN LLC, and our media partners. Let Just Minding My Business Media promote your business. For information, visit us at jmb.assistercircle.org. That's jmb.assistercircle.org. Voiceovers by RCH VoiceWorks, for when you want to be heard. Call 443-620-4115.
Thank you for tuning in to Just Minding My Business Radio. I'm your host, Ida Crawford.
And I'm your co-host, Ruth Haskins.
We hope you enjoyed the show and appreciate you stopping by. Many blessings to you and yours.